Hey, what's going on, guys? Sanitary 103 here, always promoting clean eating and a clean and healthy lifestyle. In my previous video, I went over reasons why you should or shouldn't get a personal trainer. If you've decided to get a personal trainer, the next step would be, what do I look for in a personal trainer? Well, I'm going to go over 6 main things that you need to look for to make sure that you get the proper personal trainer. So here we go. Okay, number 1, their credentials. Don't be shy to ask what kind of certificates and or background they have. You got some personal trainers that may just have 1 credential. You have others that have multiple credentials and a bachelor's degree in kinesiology or nutrition, let's say even a master's degree. So definitely just ask how many types of credentials they have. Now remember, having credentials doesn't guarantee that they're going to be a good personal trainer, but at least it gives you an idea that they are at least book smart to a certain point, and that's at least one factor that you want to take into consideration. Okay, let's move on to number 2, experience. You want to know how much years experience that they have in the field. For instance, if you're going to get your kitchen remodeled, you don't want a contractor who's only been doing it for 6 months. That doesn't mean to say that contractor might not be an efficient contractor, but it does mean that you might want to go with somebody who's been in the field a little bit longer, and that also pertains to personal training. So feel free to ask the personal trainer how many years experience he or she has, excuse me. And don't be shy about it, because remember, you're the one that's paying for their service. If your personal trainer has not ever played competitive sports, I wouldn't immediately X them out. I don't think that makes them not a great personal trainer. But the only reason why I brought this up is that a lot of people that are truly passionate about health and fitness are usually former athletes. They may not have gone on to Division I, or maybe some have, maybe just some people played in a league or competed in high school, but it kind of gives you an indication of how long the person has been active and if personal training is something that they're truly passionate about. Because if you were to ask a personal trainer if they've ever played any sports, and if they say, no, not really, it's kind of a red flag in my book, because I do know some personal trainers that don't really are doing it for the wrong reasons. Let's just put it that way. They're just, they're not sure what kind of job they want, and they're just like, well, personal training seems kind of out there, so maybe I'll just give that a try. I've never done sports, but anybody can pass the test if you study for it. So that's another thing to ask about a personal trainer, see if they've competed. If they haven't, like I said, it's not a big deal, but it's something to just think about. Moving right along to number 4, these next 3 that I'm going to talk about, I would have to say that the level of importance are a little bit higher than the first 3 that I mentioned. And in this one, you want to see if they have any success stories. Are there any referrals that they can give to you? Are there anybody that you can contact that has been a previous client that has had success with that personal trainer? If the personal trainer doesn't have any, then I don't know, it could be a little iffy, because a lot of good personal trainers, and I've seen at other gyms that I've been to, they're proud of when their client is very successful, and I've seen them posted inside of the gym, and it has their picture with a little essay and the before and after picture, and it makes personal trainers feel really good. So definitely ask them about that. Number 5, their body. Does your personal trainer look like they work out? You would think all these personal trainers would be fit, correct? Unfortunately, there's some out there that look like they haven't lifted a weight or dumbbell, or even look like they're active at all. And to me, That's a little alarming. Now, I will say this. You don't have to be active to know nutrition. You can be book smart and still know nutrition. However, a lot of the things that I've learned over the years are not only did I get that from just reading a bunch of scientific journals and various magazines and a lot of research, because I read up constantly on health and fitness because it's something that I just love. But a lot of my personal experiences and advice I give to others is based on my personal experience. It's based on the injuries that I suffered, such as when I ran my half marathon, injury prevention. It's how I feel when I didn't eat enough carbs. It's when I cut too much weight in high school for wrestling. It's when I didn't drink enough water and got dehydrated, certain signs. So there are a lot of things that can go haywire when you work out, and based on my personal experience, I can specifically give that person advice on certain issues. And if your personal trainer is not working out, they can't give you that advice. Another thing is, how can a personal trainer has this certain body with a belly and doesn't look like they work out and are drinking Starbucks mocha frappuccinos, how is that person telling you to do one more rep, to do one more set, to eat right? It's being a hypocrite, am I right? This is one of the key elements when you look for a personal trainer. This doesn't mean that all personal trainers that are fit are good ones, so just remember that. That doesn't guarantee it. If you see a personal trainer, he might be fit, but he might just be an egomaniac and be horrible. But if you can, find one that looks like they actually do live the lifestyle that they preach. Number 6. This one really irks me really bad, and I talked about it in my gym pet peeves in installment 1 or 2, I can't remember, so check that video out on my channel. Anyway, your personal trainer is there to help you and motivate you. If you make a friend along the way, that is fine. I have no qualms about it. However, when you're at the gym during your 1-hour session or whatever it may be, that person should not be your friend. They should be pushing you. They should be giving you advice. They should be helping you get that one last rep in. They shouldn't be sitting there socializing and talking to you constantly. I see a lot of these clients, and they're in a session and the personal trainer is making small talk with them the whole time. And I don't understand why you would pay that much money when the personal trainer is not really giving you anything. And I blame a lot of that on the personal trainer, because a lot of the clients are not going to be rude. A client might just be like, "Oh, I'm doing fine. How about you?" And then just on and on and on. It's just rambling. It's like, where's the working out? Where is it? Your client should not be smiling and giggling when he or she is working out. Your client should be busting their butt at every workout. Then afterwards, when they're finished with their workout, they should have a smile and a great feeling of accomplishment. So if your personal trainer, is always dilly-dallying, not even making eye contact and looking around, I see it all the time. They're just standing around like this, joking around with their friends, and you're doing a sit-up, or even worse, they leave you for like 20 minutes and then come back. It's a joke. Just say forget it, because there are good personal trainers out there, and you shouldn't tolerate that.